On this channel, we haven't really seen a coding platform with the ability to unify all your apps, tools, and AI agents in a singular area. But now, there's this new open source agentic coding platform designed to do exactly that. Allow me to introduce DeepCode. Instead of juggling multiple platforms for prototyping, researching, backend, frontend, and even deployment, DeepCode is a new agentic tool that brings it all under one roof with a multi-agent system that automates the entire coding pipeline. DeepCode is all about turning ideas, text, or even research papers into production-ready code fast. DeepCode offers two powerful interfaces. You have the CLI for fast command line workflows and real-time progress tracking, which is perfect for advanced users and CI/CD integration. And then you also have a web dashboard. This is a drag and drop visual and responsive interface to manage all your tools, apps, and agentic systems in one place. Now, unlike standard code copilots, DeepCode isn't just a text-to-code model, it's powered by multi-agent architectures with specialized agents that can handle different sorts of things with powerful features like paper-to-code, text-to-web, even text-to-backend, where you have different sorts of autonomous agents tackling these different tasks like document parsing or intent understanding. You also have code planning, you have reference mining, code indexing, code generation, and so much more. DeepCode has the process of revolutionizing your code base, where obviously it can code generate like most AI agents can, but in this case, it's able to thoroughly work on building the backend as well as the front end for you from this unified platform. And this is completely open source, meaning that you can link it up with open source models like Kimi K2 and other sorts of open source models to develop anything. In this case, there is an ID image app that was generated where you can process images and remove the background, change the background color. And this is just a simple app that was developed, but it was all done with deep code. Before we get started, I just want to mention that you should definitely go ahead and subscribe to the World of AI newsletter. I'm constantly posting different newsletters on a weekly basis. So this is where you can easily get up-to-date knowledge about what is happening in the AI space. So definitely go ahead and subscribe as this is completely for free. But now let's get started and showcase how you can easily install this. You're going to need to make sure you have the prerequisites, make sure you have Python, Git, as well as pip installed locally. Once you have done so, what you want to do is head over to the GitHub repository, which I'll leave a link to. And what you want to do is click on this green button, click on copy to clipboard, and then scroll back down to the installation guide. And what you want to do is open up your command prompt. Once you have this open up, type in git clone and then paste in the link and click enter. Once it has finished cloning, you're going to be able to then head over to the deep code directory, and you have a couple of different ways to install this. From the source is one option where you can use UV, which is to keep it isolated within an environment, or you can use the direct installation where you can simply just use pip install and then just paste this into your command prompt, and this will install everything that is required to have this functional. Once this is done, you can then download the configuration files like the MCP agent and then the secrets so that you can configure these APIs like the OpenAI API key, Anthropic, or even Olama if needed. You can also configure the web searching capabilities with the MCP agent config YAM file for Brave Search or the Botcha MCP. These two are optional, but if you want, you can easily configure it within these two different YAM files. So just an example, I'm using the OpenAI API key. So I'm pasting in that key over here. And then the base URL is the OpenAI API platform. And this is something that you can use if you're using the OpenAI API key. And once that is complete, you can just simply click on File and click on Save, and then you can close this. Now what you can do is just simply launch DeepCode with the web interface with the DeepCode command. So you can go back into your command prompt, paste this in, and click Enter. This will open it up within your web browser within the local host, and it should automatically start within this local host, which is 8501. So then you can go to this and it should start up. And if you have used the source code, you can open it up with the UV run streamlit command, which will open up directly and showcase this. Now, you also have the ability to use the CLI interface. And obviously, if you're going to be developing through the CLI, this is an option that you can use. But essentially, this is the deep code platform. Now, on the left-hand side, you can see the engine is ready, it is working, and then for your workflow, you can enable code-based indexing so that it is going to be able to have the capability to reference your overall code base that you're working with. It is currently on fast mode, but indexing is disabled. If I enable this, it will work on indexing the full workflow. You can also get a reference on the system status and a couple of troubleshooting tips. This is something that you don't need to keep an idea of, but processing history is where you can track all your logs with DeepCode. But now let's take a look at the bulk of features a part of DeepCode. You first have paper to code, which is pretty interesting. You have a research to production pipeline where it automates the implementation of complex algorithms. You have document parsing, you have algorithm extraction, code synthesis, as well as quality assurance. It uses multimodal for the analysis and production, which is going to be able to execute with this process. You also have text to web, which is pretty cool, where you have an automated prototyping engine where you can simply paste in different images, UX designs, wireframes, and you're going to be able to get an output of various sorts of designs based off the model that you're using. It's best to use Anthropic's Cloud 4, Sonnet, or even Opus for this. You can also use Kimi K2, which is pretty good, and it's a free model that you can locally install as well with different sizes. You also have text to backend, which is a scalable architecture generator. This is where it's going to be able to essentially design your full on backend system with authentication, microservices, and it also references MCPs to connect with data sources. There's also a code drag integration system that you can work with, which has intelligent orchestration code drag systems with semantic analysis, and you also have quality assurance. To use all of these different things, just scroll all the way to the bottom, and essentially you can upload different files to work with the research papers for the first step, which is where you can use paper to code for ready to production pipeline. You also have the ability to enter the URL, but within the chat tab, this is where you can prototype, use backend to code or prototype to code. And this is essentially where you can see a couple of different examples that you can actually send in, like building a REST API for an e-commerce platform with database integration, creating a neural network for image classification. So essentially, you want to be as detailed as possible within this tab, and then you can go ahead and send this prompt in. For example, if I'm copying this engineering project example of developing a web application for project management with user authentication, I can describe all my requirements. And remember, you want to be as descriptive as possible. And then you can simply go ahead and start processing. This is where it's going to initialize by setting up the chat engine. It's going to start planning, setting up by creating the workspace, saving the plan, and then implementing it. And there we go. Looks like it has finished developing the project management app with an authentication system, which actually looks pretty good. You can log in with these demo accounts, the admin user, the project manager itself, or the team member. Let's just log in with the admin user and click sign in. This will take us over to the main dashboard, which looks pretty nice. You have a pretty good timeline of total projects, total tasks completed, as well as pending. Your recent projects are listed out over here. You can actually click on it and you're going to be able to get an update on this particular project. You have different tabs of all your projects that you can manage. And overall, there's also notifications. So I really like what they've done with this generation. And in my opinion, I find it to be really good to prototype basic structures for your app because this is where it has an agentic system that deploys multiple agents to focus on various tasks. And you can see that the quality is pretty good in terms of the output. This is just one example of just generating random sorts of code. You also have different sorts of things that you can do, like what we mentioned at the start, where you can prototype your UI design. You can also use the paper to code functionality or even text to backend. If you like this video and would love to support the channel, you can consider donating to my channel through the super thanks option below. Or you can consider joining our private Discord where you can access multiple subscriptions to different AI tools for free on a monthly basis, plus daily AI news and exclusive content, plus a lot more. Overall, this is a pretty underrated new agentic coding platform that is open source and that you can easily install and get started with locally, whether that's with the web interface or with the CLI interface. You have many different options, and it's something that I really recommend that you use because not only does it work with coding, but you also have different sorts of things like paper to code, as well as the backend to code, which is going to help you with different sorts of things like reading as well as processing and using analysis on research papers, as well as creating backend systems for you with different languages. So I highly recommend that you take a look at this with the link in the description below. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the second channel if you haven't already. Make sure you join the newsletter follow me on the Patreon, the Discord, follow me on Twitter. And lastly, make sure you guys subscribe, turn on the notification bell, like this video, and please take a look at our previous videos because there's a lot of content that you'll truly benefit from. But with that thought, guys, have an amazing day, spread positivity, and I'll see you guys fairly shortly. Peace out, fellas.